catching feelings, baby.
Y'all, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I am in my nightgown, my bonnet, honey, everything, okay? I know I'm a little late to this, but I am doing my reaction to Married to Medicine, the reunion part 2, season 9. So y'all stay with me and let's get with this video, okay? So we're on some notes. So Andy asked Neela if she thinks Toya has something to do with the robbery. And I'm honestly tired of talking about this. But Neela, like, she kind of pauses for an answer. She's like, no, like, I don't believe it. But my thing is, a lot of people would like to say, oh, Neela never physically said, oh, Toya did it, or Toya had something to do with it. Y'all can read between the lines. Y'all ain't dumb. Y'all know she's like insinuating. But that did not work. So I have my ring light set up. So it's like I'm at to hold my phone because it's not supporting my phone right now. But yeah, so I'm over talking about all this whole thing with Toya and this break-in. Like, if y'all really seriously thought Toya did it, y'all would have put her name in it with the police by now. All this private investigators, you mean tell me you don't find nothing yet? Like, she got broke twice at this point. You know what I mean? So it's like, get over it. You sit on the same couch with this lady. And you don't have to literally say, oh, this person did it. Like, use your context clues. You know, you kind of like inferring like she has something to do with it without actually saying her name. A lot of people like to always say, oh, well, Shania never really said it outright that Toya did it or has something to do with it. So what? You know what I mean? But yeah, so they were talking about Quad and if she had work done. Or whatever. Quad says she's all natural and that she's the youngest bitch here and the finest bitch here and all the other stuff. Teach his own. I mean, you're pretty and all. I don't know if you have work done or not. I never had work done, so I wouldn't know. I mean, some people you can tell they have work done, but some people you don't even know. You know, like she could have had a trial run. She could have had a little something here and there. But I mean, she's saying she's natural. The ex Neela, Neela said no comment. So I feel like if Neela felt like she had work done, you know, she would have said, yeah. But she said no comment. And I think she's scared of quiet. But we'll get into that later. Let's see what else happened. So they talked about pretty much pro-choice, about abortions and the rights to keep or not keep a child, or how they try to make females have babies even with health regulations and whatever the circumstances are. And they talked about that, which I think is really nice that they did that. So to get to Toya and Eugene's package, she's claiming that one of the main reasons why they did leave is because, you know, the neighborhood is big on making money. It's a money-making neighborhood. And, you know, she brought her closing statement and everything, showing that she had the $1 million investment from it. And, of course, Heavenly was like, you know, it's a good deal, a good thing to sell your house or, you know, something like that if you're in debt. Toya's like, what you mean in debt? Like, how you know about my debts and stuff like that? Of course, she said, Audra, show me the paperwork with liens and stuff. Toya's like, well, Audra never had paperwork at the party. Of course, I'm sure Audra showed her after the fact, after the party and everything like that. But yeah. Which I honestly think is none of Audra's business. I don't know they got into it and all, but I mean, what are you telling people that she got liens on her house supposed to do? Like, what does that work in your favor? I mean, Toya's just gonna move anyway, so. But, okay. Yeah, they're talking about chasing money. Toya's like, who doesn't want to chase money? You know, and stuff like that. And then, yeah, that's when Heavenly was talking about the whole debt situation. Toya says that she feels lonely in her marriage and doesn't know what her husband wants or to make him happy. And it's funny because they go back to when Jackie and Curtis situation happened and said that Curtis more likely cheated on you because he felt lonely because you work so much. And now look, Eugene's over here working so much she's complaining about. And next thing you know, is the cheat room is true. I mean, you already told Jackie, like, You know, he cheated on you because you were so busy, he was lonely, and now rolls over versus your turn. So is it true? You cheating on your man? You still feel lonely? What's up with that, T? Yeah, so Eugene, says Toya never really cries. She saw her, when he saw her getting emotional, she was like, oh, okay. It hurts him to see that, which I feel him on that because, my fiance, she hardly cries too. So if she breaks down or gets real sad or like cries and stuff, like you done messed up or you done did something. Okay. Toya feels like none of the cast were there for her. I would say friends because some of them are not her friends. She feels like some of the cast are not there for her, and then she specifically talks to Jackie. Jackie says, "Well, I had no previous information," and Toya's like, "You could have just called. You could have just called. At least that's how I was doing, and I would have told you." And then Jackie was all like, "Well, you don't take advice well. You don't take advice. Well, you do whatever the opposite someone tells you, and then you looking stuck." Which, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what everyone goes to Jackie for, is if she's the god or something. But, Jackie has her moments too now. So let's not make it seem like Jackie's just so innocent and is immune from everything and everyone just goes to her for stuff. Like, they need to stop doing that for real. Andy asked, is this the first time that Toya has heard about the cheat rumor? She's like, yeah, this is the first time I'm hearing about these rumors. And the Quad was like, well, it's been said multiple times. This is no secret, apparently. But, of course, to her, it was a secret because she didn't know. And she was like, well, I don't got to take a polygraph test, you know what I mean, to know that you was cheating on your man. Mind you, she said the only proof she has is what he say, she say. Until you show me text messages or physically see me out with somebody, you don't got no proof. He say, she say, what are their proof? So we can't just go around telling people that, for a fact someone did something based off he say, she say. You know what I mean? Well, she pretty much said heaven put a stamp on it. She said that Simone told her, yes, she's shitty, but it was with the wrong guy. Now, apparently, I guess they had a guy in mind that they said she was with, and they're saying that apparently she was, but they got the guy mixed up with somebody else, which I don't know, no names or anything like that. But of course, Simone denies everything. Simone pretty much said that, why would I tell Heavenly, the person who has the social media, the person who has the biggest mouth, why would I say her tell her or something like that? Which I don't know, because Simone really, no one's really getting on Simone. Simone has been the one originating stuff from repeating stuff. But everyone's going after Quad, everyone's going after Toya, everyone's going after Ranila. But Simone definitely has equal part in it like everybody else, but no one's going for her yet. So Quad said that ladies' night, Anila's, there was at Anila's house for ladies' night. And then the friends in the neighborhood, Toya's neighborhood is the one who told her at Anila's house. And then Anila called Quad about the rumor, but wanted to bring Xena into it. Xena, she's don't give a shit. She don't like Toya at all, so she's literally in the middle of everything, though. And then Quad says she's going to keep making Toya mad. That's the reason why she's really pushing on this rumor, because all the stuff that's been said about her, she's doing the same thing back. So she really don't care. She's going even extra hard just because. And she says it's wrong. She did apologize for her reasoning behind it, but she still stands by what she says. Let's see. So Anila says the opposite, okay? Anila says that Quad tries to set her up, and that all she was the Uber driver that night for Xena. She had no, only thing she knew was the day before to be her ride to the party. If y'all that close, you mean to tell me that Quad invited you, so she asked you to take her. Oh, yeah, excuse me. She claims she did not have bad intent of bringing Xena, which is a lie, because guess what? We all seen that flashback. That flashback shows that she told Xena when you gonna bring up the rumor. So I'm not sure why they didn't play that, because it just shows Anila as a lie. And Anila's a liar. Once again, brings me back to the point as to why we don't know what happened with her house. We don't know what's really true with it. She's proven to be a liar. And then on top of that, she says that she don't even believe the rumor. You don't believe it, but you're going around spreading it. What kind of shit is that? Who does that? So Quad and Neela, it's time for their lunch break. They go into the trailer. They're arguing back and forth. I don't think they had their story straight. Okay, I think they got busted. They telling two different damn stories. Anila is trying to feel like she getting ganged up on, but really this fire is underneath your ass because you're lying. And Quad, she's a liar too. She's a liar too. And she was like, "Oh, Neela, don't act like I own up my part. You own up what you did, as if you ain't did nothing." Da da da. She's like, "Oh no, I knew of it, but I didn't start it. Like no one said that you started it." She was like, "Well, what we arguing for if you didn't say I started it?" And that wasn't the argument. It was that you're not taking part. You're accountable your part in this. As if all you did was just drove for there and that's it. And you just blindsided about all of this information like you didn't know. Okay, and then they got into heavily real quick about how, every reunion they have a little segment about her talking about people and being mean and talking about how they look, how they dress, they men's and all this other stuff in their social media. And then Annie had asked, who all believes that Heavenly and Damon have sex every night. Or don't believe they have sex every night. I will raise my hands up, even Heavenly rose my hand up. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, towards the end, the men came out and pretty much they was addressing the mover Halloween costume. This is how I feel about that costume. And then a lot of people like to compare it to when they said, "Oh, Toya's gonna be a burglar and shit." Only thing, if I'm playing devil's advocate for Anila and them, Toya and Eugene chose to move, okay? Anila and Karen did not choose to be robbed, okay? So, them two, if you dress them as being a burglar, is not the same thing as you dress them to be a burglar or a mover, because it's two different scenarios, okay? However, I do think Eugene is taking it a little overboard. Toya was upset, but she wasn't Eugene upset. And thing is with Kieran, the only thing I like about him is that he's gonna hold his feelings. He said he's sorry that he hurt you, but he's not gonna sit here and lie and say his feelings towards if it was funny or not is gonna change for you. Like, he apologized for your feelings, but he's still not gonna apologize for how he feels because that's how he feels. I'm not gonna feel sorry for laughing because that's it. I'm sorry if it made you feel bad. Now that I know that you're so sensitive, I won't do it again. But I'm not going to sit here and apologize for how I feel. So, y'all, there's a third part to this reunion. It's pretty much the guys, and then the guys and the women come back together. So, y'all, I'm sorry my setup is real ghetto. I had it up on this thing, but it fell on me. So, that's the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more content. And, yep, that's it.